Billionaires just got a brutal wake-up call. Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Jeff Bezos lost $42.6 billion in one day. One day. Trump's tariffs flipped the stock market upside down, and the world's richest took a hit that's got everyone talking. But here's the real question. What does this mean for your business? Let's unpack this wild economic twist, see why it's trending like crazy, and grab some no-nonsense tips to keep your ship steady in 2025 stormy seas. Buckle up. This is big.
Every country's called us. That's the beauty of what we do. We put ourselves in the driver's seat. If we would have asked some of these countries, most of these countries, to do us a favor, they would have said, no, now they'll do anything for us.
But are you open to deals with these countries if they're calling you?
Well, it depends. If somebody said that we're going to give you something that's so phenomenal, as long as they're giving us something that's good.
So what went down? On April 2nd, Trump slapped 10% tariffs on all imports, 60% on China, and markets freaked out. By April 5th, the S&P 500 was down 9.1%. Worst week since COVID. And the NASDAQ hit bear territory, off 20% from its peak. Bloomberg, April 4th. Tesla's stock slid as sales slumped 13% this quarter. Newsweek, April 2nd. Costing Musk $8.7 billion. Zuckerberg's Meta dropped 9%, shredding $17.9 billion amid ad revenue fears. Forbes, April 5th. Bezos, Amazon's tariff exposed supply chain erased $16 billion Times of India, April 5th. Online, it's a circus. Billionaires are losing money. Is spiking on Google, and X is buzzing with memes and hot takes. The Guardian says 2.5 trillion vanished from Wall Street in days, April 4th, while AP News warns of inflation jumping to 2.8%, April 4th. Goldman Sachs pegs recession odds at 60%. Reuters, April 4th. This isn't rich guy drama. It's a signal. Tariffs are rewriting trade. Costs are climbing and the U.S. economy is wobbling. For business owners, it's a wake-up call to adapt or get crushed. This crash shines a spotlight on a trend. Resilience through diversification. Musk Tesla leans hard on U.S. production. That's why it's bleeding as bad as import-heavy rivals. Newsweek, April 4th. Amazon's global web, it's a liability now. Tariffs hit their Chinese goods hard. Zuckerberg's Meta, ad dollars shrink when economies tank. The lesson's clear. One-trick ponies get slaughtered in chaos. Smart businesses are spreading bets. Take Walmart. They've been nearshoring to Mexico since 2023, dodging some tariff pain. Forbes, March 20th. Smaller players are too. A Texas furniture maker I read about cut 20% off costs by sourcing wood locally instead of Asia. Bloomberg, April 5th. Diversification isn't sexy, but it's survival. It's about not having all your eggs in one tariff-slammed basket. Whether it's suppliers, markets, or revenue streams, billionaires are learning that this hard way, you don't have to. Billionaires are learning this. The hard way, you don't have to. Let's get you some wins. Here's how to diversify and stay afloat. No billionaires budget required. First, mix up your suppliers. If 50% of your stuff comes from China, you're toast. With that 60% tariff, scout US or Mexico options. Call 3 new suppliers this week. A cafe could swap imported beans for a local roaster. Some quality, 10% cheaper after tariffs. Test small, track costs, and pivot if it sticks. Second, broaden your customer base. Relying on one market, risky. If US sales dip, push online to Canada or Europe. Shopify's $20 a month setup makes it easy. A buddy's apparel shop added Etsy last year. 15% of its revenues now international, buffered his local slowdown. Third, add a revenue stream. One product or service won't cut it. Sell a digital guide, a subscription, or a sideline, something tariff-proof. A gym owner I know started Zoom classes, $500 extra monthly. No shipping costs. Start with what we've got. Tweak it later. Fourth, stash some cash. Billionaires can eat losses. You can't. Stock away 5% of profits monthly into a rainy day fund. If inflation hits 3% or sales drop, you've got breathing room. It's not fancy, but it works. These aren't guesses. Walmart's nearshoring saved millions, and Etsy's global reach is proven. Start with one move, suppliers or customers, and build from there. Look, I get it. This crash feels like a gut punch. Seeing Musk and Bezos lose billions might spark a little schadenfreude, but then reality hits. What about my business? You're not helpless, though tariffs, inflation, whatever. Diversification, your shield. You've weathered tough times before. This is just another round. Pick one tip, call a supplier, list it on Etsy, and run with it. Small wins stack up. Got questions? Drop them below. What's keeping you up at night? Hit like if this clicked, and let's keep figuring out 2025 together. You're tougher than this economy. Let's prove it. Hopefully this was helpful, and here's to your success.